Hey everybody, Steve Schmid from Simple Pump Company here. Wanting to talk about WORKHORSE integration that we've communicated out there. That's the inline solar submersible to the hand pump all through one drop pipe. Today what I want to talk about are the two different models of WORKHORSE solar submersibles that we're integrated with, as well as how that kind of works with our three different pump cylinders. Also kind of talk through how do you retrofit an existing system that may be 10, 15, 20 years old potentially to work with this. And we've got all those options. So we're going to be able to, obviously supply our new cylinders, direct connect to that, as well as the adapters and things necessary to retrofit a system that you may have that's older. So first, let's take a look at the solar submersible. So this is the 3-inch helical solar pump that we get from WORKHORSE. Very nice, can get upwards of 11 gallons a minute depending on the amount of power you're putting to it and the depth that it's at, or the total head. Here's their 2-inch helical pump. This can get upwards of 7 gallons per minute depending on, again, the power and that you're putting to it, as well as the total dynamic head. So those are the two that we integrate with currently. Let's take a look at our pump cylinders. So I've got these set up as if you had ordered new and you want to do both the hand pump and the integration with the solar pump. This is what your pump cylinders are going to look like, and we'll talk about why they're a little different than our standard. So here's our 100 CA. Typically you're going to have a foot valve on the bottom of this, but we need to be able to connect a pump to the bottom of it, so we need to have the ability to have fittings. So the 100 CA in this particular situation will come with a spring check valve on the bottom. It's the same thing with our 125 cylinder. Typically that's going to have a foot valve on the bottom of it, but for this application we need, again, to have connections on the bottom side. So we have a spring check valve on that. And again, similarly for the 200, we're going to have an adapter here. This would typically be a ball and seat, where none of this below was there, and there's a ball in here. But again, we need to be able to connect to the bottom. So this is what your pump cylinder would look like if ordering this total solution from the start. Now, if you have a pump already and you have the 100 CA, let's say, the threads that are on the bottom of this, whether you have a newer model, which is the foot valve version, or much older, which has the ball and seat, all you would do is remove that foot valve or remove that ball and seat, and then you would take that check valve and you would, to your existing cylinder, this is the only piece you're going to need to retrofit your pump cylinder to make it work with the 2-inch. One thing to note, we can only use the 2-inch WORKHORSE with our 100 CA. All right, very similar with this setup. You're going to have either a foot valve here, which means you're going to have MPT threads here, or you're going to have bottom seat and ball like we had previously. So if you have the bottom seat with the ball, we've got an adapter here with our 1-inch threads, which then you would plug right in to the check valve, and then that would go into your existing 125 cylinder to retrofit it for that setup. And very much similar would be changing the bottom seat with what we call a bushing, and then you would have your 1-inch nipple there, and you would connect in your check valve. And now with those different adapter abilities, then you end up having exactly what we would provide now for that connection. So how do we get from here to here with these connections? You've got these adapters and you get yourself to a specific, either a 1-inch check valve or a 3/4-inch check valve. And then, as you can see on the WORKHORSE pieces, you have either a 1-inch outlet on the 3-inch or a 1/2-inch MPT outlet on the 2-inch. So what we've got to do in order to allow us to suck water into the pump cylinder, because we can't suck it up through the actual solar submersible, we've created these valves. So there are two sizes of these valves. What they do is they open under vacuum. So when you're pumping with the hand pump, it's going to suck open this valve and it's going to suck water in, and it's going to work like a normal hand pump. But when you're running the submersible, which is coming from the bottom side, that water is going to push up through, and it's going to keep this valve closed so that the water goes up and through the top. And what we've done is we've made a 1-inch version and a 1/2-inch version. The 1/2-inch version is what you would use with the 2-inch. Typically, if you're going to either do the 125 or the 100, if you do the 200, you can go ahead and use the 1-inch so that you have more volume to bring in for the hand pump piece of it. And we have bushings to accommodate for that. So you're going to use this valve in between the two. So if you can picture that we've got, let's say a 125, and you've got your connection here. We're going to go ahead and just go to, we're going to say we're going to put a 2-inch on there. So then you've got your valve here. Then there's another nipple on this side, which then connects this directly to here. And that's your dual inline pump situation. Okay. And similarly, if you want to connect, let's say the 3-inch to the 200, you're gonna have your fittings. And that's going to be the string of 2 pumps inline. Okay. All right, so let's kind of review. There's your solar pump. That's going to be at the very bottom. You know, whether there's some nipples or adapters in between. Then you're going to have your dual action valves that will go in between that and your pump cylinder. Okay. We will also provide a roll of, this is Teflon tape that's specific for stainless steel connections to really help with preventing leaks. So we'll provide one of these. So any kind of threaded connection that is an MPT thread or a pipe thread, you're going to want to put, 3 to 5 wraps of this around it before tightening everything together. So that's really the way that this comes together. Whether you're kind of just wanting to know about it or you're in the middle of an installation, obviously if there's any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call here at Simple Pump, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you very much for your time today, and don't forget to subscribe.